Namaste. This is Michelle Skaletski-Boyd. It's important you understand that even though I am certified with the International Medical and Dental Hypnotherapy Association, I am not a doctor, nor should any part of these experiences be construed as medical diagnosis or advice. Most importantly, follow your inner truth and enjoy the experience, come what may. So this is your Soul Journey Guide, Michelle Skaletski-Boyd. I'm very honored to have those of you who are here join me. And this call in particular is designed to refresh your soul. I'm really doing this for two reasons. The first is I noticed with a lot of my private clients that it really was a theme in the fact that from the first part of January up till now, the energies have been really kind of stagnant. It was almost like pond water. And it was people knew that they needed to do certain things in terms of goals, et cetera, but they just weren't moving very fast. And then all of a sudden April came, and it was like somebody peeled the blinders off, and it was like, holy moly, we have all this stuff around us that needs to be done, that needs to happen, but we felt heavy and weighted down like we were underwater. And so a lot of this I could relate to as an empath because I can get into people's fields, and I was experiencing it, some of that myself. And so for those of you who reached out to me and said, hey, is there something you can do, I appreciate it, because when you give me suggestions and ideas, I certainly listen. So following my intuition on this, which is why this topic is something that I chose. Now I'm going to give those of you who are here with me live the opportunity to ask any follow-up questions, or if you have a comment, clarification, anything like that. And so you're going to hear me put everybody into what's called the Q&A mode. And if you do have a comment or a question, please *6 on your phone, *6. And as we move into that, I want to just thank everybody for being here. More and more of you joined as the call was going, and really appreciate you all being here, and your love and your light and your ability to move through the story, move through the illusion, move through those energies that felt dense and dark, and return yourself into the source, into the pool of who you are. Now, we have this ability to do this every day. And for those of you who aren't making this a daily practice in some way, some shape, some form, even if it's, getting into the bathtub and or into the shower and allowing yourself to go through it then, or when you're brushing your teeth or something that you're doing on a daily basis, I really do suggest that you do that. And so I see that we have a couple hands up, so I'm just going to start with you, Jerry. So I believe you're unmuted now. Can you hear me, and can I hear you?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks very much for this talk. It was very helpful. There's one thing that you mentioned at the beginning of stagnant energy, people having low energy, and I usually don't, but I've had low energy all winter, and I still have it, and I'm just wondering what's happening or what I can do about it.
Well, I follow astrology enough to know that a lot of this had to do with the way that certain stars were aligned. I'm certainly not an expert in it, but every astrologer that I followed talked about how there were certain planets that were really causing a lot of cloud coverage, let's say, in our inner light. And it caused us to feel tired and depressed and lethargic. And even now we're coming out of the fog. And that's what this is. People needed a way. They needed a way to clear the path and to lift the clouds and to be able to move into the light. So I really feel that you're going to notice a difference starting this week. And something else that I highly recommend that you do, Jerry, just because I'm feeling it with you, is I can feel that your energies in the process of being clouded, your energies went into a homolateral state. So Start doing those cross-patterning exercises where you take your right hand and you touch your left knee, and you take your left hand and you touch your right knee, and you keep doing that again and again. Or you can touch your toes if, whatever. Just keep going across the body to start getting your energies to cross-pattern again. There's lots of different things that you can YouTube or you can Google in terms of how to get out of the homolateral state, HOMOLATERAL, and into a nice cross-patterning again. So just start doing some of those exercises, and you'll start to feel better in no time, okay?
Okay, thanks very much.
You're very welcome. All right, we have time for one more question, and I know that there's a few more hands up, but I apologize. We're just starting to run out of time, and so I'm just going to unmute the next caller. You are unmuted. Hello.
Hi.
So why don't you just tell everybody your first name and where you're from, and maybe just tell me then what your question or comment is.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm calling you from Florida. And I wanted to thank you and to let you know that my parents have drawn me to this call, and I want to thank you for that.
Your parents have drawn you to this call?
Yeah, they're both deceased, and they had a very bitter relationship. And so forgiveness, they're letting me know that where they are now, they have forgiven each other where they are now.
Oh, good.
And I know.
Good.
Yay!
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. When you were saying your parents, I was getting a complete blank because I'm looking for them energetically on the earthly plane, and as soon as you mentioned they passed over, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, there they are.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. That's awesome.
So I guess I needed this to progress and advance, spiritually speaking. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you very much, Rebecca. So for all of you who are here, just know that I can feel your light, and I can feel your love, and I can feel your transformation. And some of you, because you're so what I call addicted to the energy of anger, resentment, blame, shame, guilt, hurt, etc. The energy can be addicting, and because that can happen, and we have a tendency to get stuck in the energy, I really, really encourage you to, again, I cannot say this enough, start making this a daily practice so that you can start moving into the energy of forgiveness, into the energy of allowing yourself to feel your origin, to feel your love, to feel your light. Because as Rebecca just mentioned, when she gave herself permission to do that, her parents came through. And your intuition then kicks in, and your soul begins to speak to you. And when the soul speaks to you, you're fully connected to higher self, your purpose becomes more clear, your path becomes more clear. Again, this is just a taste, just a flavor of one of the many things that we'll be doing in the upcoming retreat this August. And I know some of you are on the line now, and you'll be there in person, and I look forward to meeting you. Make it a beautiful week. I love all of you because I can feel your energy. It's so delightful. So thank you, and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.